It's the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia, with your host, Bob Snap.
Hi guys, welcome to the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia. Appreciate you being here as always. Really do appreciate you guys being here. This is one of the best things I've ever done, is starting this channel and meeting you guys. Today's video is on the woman speeder. Remember that episode? And how it's just kind of a rehash of the pilot episode, only using a woman instead of Danny Thomas. Take a look. Didn't take long for the Andy Griffith Show to find its legs. In fact, one would argue that is a rare example of a sitcom that arrived perfectly formed from its premiere, The New Housekeeper. Television was just better at that back then. So by the time Sheriff Andy, Opie, Barney, and Aunt Bee made it to season 2, they were humming like a well-oiled comedy machine. Andy and the Woman Speeder arrived early in the second season, just the third episode, and it does feel like a little bit of an outlier. Opie and Bee are pretty scarce. Floyd gets a lot of sidekick action. Barney wears fishing gear through the half of the episode and sings Frank Sinatra in the final scene. There's a sort of a courtroom scene. Andy seems a little sterner. The plot centers around the Woman Speeder of the title, a charming traveler named Elizabeth Crowley, played by Gene Hagen, who ends up in the Mayberry jail. Now, there might be a good reason why this episode just feels a little different. It essentially recycles the plot to the rather different pilot episode. Now, if you recall, Sheriff Andy made his debut on the Danny Thomas Show in 1960 episode titled Danny Meets Andy Griffith. In that tale, Danny's passing through Mayberry in his automobile when he lands in jail. Danny is incensed at the fine, which he considers to be a small-town extortion. Danny demands to see justice of the peace. Andy obliged because Andy's the justice of the peace. This exact setup and premise plays out in The Woman Speeder. Elizabeth Crowley gets ticketed when passing through Mayberry. She cries speed trap and demands to see the justice of the peace. And of course, it's Andy. Andy tosses her in the clink, charges an elegant woman $20 for contempt and $30 for insulting the dignity of his robes, though he's wearing a flannel shirt. It's also an echo of Danny Meets Andy Griffith, and here's where it gets weirder. Gene Hagen, the Woman Speeder, played Danny Thomas's wife on Make Room for Daddy, a.k.a. The Danny Thomas Show. Now, Hagen was not in the episode Danny Meets Andy Griffith. She had left the series by then. Hagen played Margaret Williams in the first 3 seasons. She left the show rather acrimoniously, tired of butting heads with her co-star, Thomas. In turn, killed off her character, making poor Margaret Williams the first ever sitcom character killed off on American television. This is what makes The Woman Speeder so funny. The Danny Thomas Show carried on without her, and she ended up basically playing Danny Thomas's role in a remake of Danny Meets Andy Griffith. Oddly, Hagen would be the only principal cast member from the Danny Thomas Show to ever appear on the Andy Griffith Show. There you go. So it's kind of like a cut out the same cloth, you could say. I never really thought about it until recently, but it's true. If you've seen them both, they do kind of match up. That's all I have for you here. Wish you'd do me a favor and please check out Classic TV Facts and Trivia, Classic Rock and Country Music Facts and Trivia. My viewership over there is real low, and I'm needing to boost them up. And if you would, while you're over there, please share them out with your family and friends who like, if you like that style of music. I mean, sometimes it's rock, sometimes it's country. So I'm not asking you to go every time if you don't like that style. I'm just asking you to check it out, and please. If you see it's not your style, don't watch. If you like country music, watch it. If you like rock and roll, watch it. Appreciate it. And the classic TV stuff is on stuff I know you like because you're an Andy Griffith fan. So if you'd please, I feel like I'm begging here. Maybe I am. I'm just asking. Please check them out. And that's all I have for you today. And I'm done begging. As one of the commenters said a couple days ago, dude, you're weird. Yes, I am, and I thanked him for it. You all have a great day. God bless you, and I'll be praying for you.